Stoicism, a timeless philosophy, advocates that the wise and virtuous man, referred to as a philosopher, is one who lives in harmony with nature. This individual isn't swayed by common fears like pain, death, or scarcity, but focuses his concerns solely on failing his moral duties. His primary goal is to not let himself down, striving for a fully human existence. Marcus Aurelius, a key figure in this school of thought, became famous for his meditations. He's not only regarded as a great philosopher, but also as one of the most renowned examples of moral and intellectual excellence in history. Interestingly, his ancient reflections offer valuable insights for tackling modern-day challenges. This text isn't a self-help guide, but a deep dive into Marcus Aurelius's ideas, which can enlighten our current paths. The reign of Marcus Aurelius, from 161 to 180 AD, marked the end of the Pax Romana, a period of peace and stability in the Roman Empire. As emperor, he had unmatched power, seen by the Romans as the supreme leader of the known world. In this position, he could have indulged in the common excesses of emperors of his time, known for their material and hedonistic pleasures. However, Marcus Aurelius chose a different path. Despite having unlimited access to all forms of luxury and indulgence, free from any financial, legal, cultural, or ethical constraints, Marcus Aurelius could have pursued any pleasure without barriers. Yet even with so many options, he consistently chose virtue over indulgence. His life mirrors the essence of Stoicism, an unrelenting pursuit of virtue, even under the most tempting circumstances. Choosing to live virtuously wasn't just a fleeting decision for him, but a daily commitment throughout his 19-year reign. This steadfast dedication to goodness is what makes his story remarkable. It's not just being good that makes someone great, but the ability to resist endless temptations and choose virtue for its own sake, not for praise, fame, or admiration. Consider being in that position for nearly 2 decades, grappling with the temptation of absolute power without consequences. It's a colossal challenge to consistently choose virtue in such a scenario. Marcus Aurelius, at his core, is a symbol of moral integrity and strength of character. What's most remarkable about him isn't the acts performed under the spotlight of power, but those moments of introspection and personal reflection, away from public scrutiny. His diary, known as Meditations, is a window into the soul of this extraordinary leader. This diary, lacking a formal structure and divided into 12 sections, is a collage of thoughts and reflections, spanning about 150 pages. Interestingly, the title Meditations was added later as the original writings were unnamed and never intended for public sharing. They were, rather, Marcus Aurelius's private contemplations, a space for him to explore his anxieties and understandings of life. Meditations open a door to Marcus Aurelius's character, written without the intention of being read by others, giving them a rare sincerity and depth. The work, despite its informality, is considered one of the most influential and introspective ever produced. To truly grasp Meditations, it is advisable to read them personally. The work is easily found in libraries and bookstores around the world. However, for the purpose of this discussion, it's important to highlight some of its core concepts. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of living in harmony with nature. Here, nature refers not just to the natural environment, but to the inherent order of the universe. He uses metaphors like that of a tree, which grows and becomes beautiful without the need for external approval, fulfilling its natural purpose, or of a caterpillar that, following its natural course, transforms into a butterfly. These analogies illustrate Marcus Aurelius's view of personal development and fulfillment as natural processes, not forced or dependent on external recognition. Marcus Aurelius, an iconic figure in Stoicism, held a unique perspective on human purpose and duty. In his view, accumulating wealth or seeking praise and recognition were not worthy goals. Instead, he elevated the ultimate human duty to be the kindest and most virtuous person possible. For Marcus Aurelius, true fulfillment wasn't found in material achievements or others' applause, but in reaching the full potential of one's own virtue and goodness. In Marcus Aurelius's eyes, achieving this maximum potential was the greatest of all feats, a true triumph of the human spirit. Conversely, failing to pursue and realize this potential was seen as the gravest of failures. He believed that each individual has a unique and valuable role to play, and fulfilling this role, aligned with the principles of goodness and virtue, is what gives meaning and depth to human life. This viewpoint of Marcus Aurelius reflects a deep understanding of human nature and the purpose of existence, emphasizing the importance of authenticity, self-improvement, and morality as foundations for a truly fulfilled and meaningful life. Marcus Aurelius's philosophy resonates harmoniously with the core teachings of Stoicism, a school of thought that greatly values virtue and personal development over any form of external or material success. For Stoics, and specifically for Marcus Aurelius, the relentless pursuit of virtue and the realization of one's natural potential are seen not just as noble aspirations, but as the true path to a full and meaningful life. In this Stoic view, a person's intrinsic worth is not measured by material possessions, social status, or accolades received, but rather by the quality of their character and their ability to live in harmony with nature and ethical and moral principles. Marcus Aurelius, through his reflections and actions, demonstrated that true greatness lies in an individual's ability to cultivate virtue and realize their potential to the fullest, regardless of external circumstances. Thus, Stoic philosophy, particularly Marcus Aurelius's view, offers a refreshing counterpoint to today's focus on material success and external achievements, reinforcing the importance of internal values like kindness, integrity, and authenticity as pillars for a truly rich and fulfilled life. At the heart of Marcus Aurelius's Meditations lies a powerful message about resilience and control over personal reactions. He emphasizes that while we are inevitably subject to external events and other people's behaviors beyond our control, we have complete dominion over how we react to these circumstances. Marcus Aurelius argued that a person's true greatness is revealed by their ability to face life's challenges and to tirelessly strive to reach their highest potential of virtue. This perseverance and self-determination, he believed, are not just admirable qualities, but also an intrinsic duty of being human. As emperor, Marcus Aurelius was familiar with the vast responsibilities and numerous challenges accompanying his position. He understood that encountering morally flawed individuals was an unavoidable reality of human existence. His analogy of these interactions to a thorny vine is particularly illustrative, highlighting that such difficulties are natural and inevitable elements of the world we live in. Marcus Aurelius believed that most harmful actions of people were motivated by ignorance, not true inherent evil. He recognized that while there's a possibility to educate and positively influence others, it's not always possible or effective. Marcus Aurelius's perspective teaches us to accept the reality of human imperfection and understand that not all conflicts or challenges can be resolved. He encourages us to focus on what's within our reach, our own reaction and personal growth in the face of adversity and interactions with others. This approach not only helps us navigate the complexities of life better, but also guides us toward a path of understanding, patience, and virtue. In his Stoic wisdom, Marcus Aurelius proposed an introspective and humble approach to situations where influencing or changing the behavior of others, especially those showing immoral or lazy attitudes, is not possible. He advised inward reflection, remembering his own shortcomings and recognizing that he was not in a position to judge others. This understanding brought forth the notion that on a different day, under different circumstances, he himself could be the one in need of understanding or knowledge. This emphasis on self-analysis and humility was central to Marcus Aurelius's philosophy. He understood that our view of situations and people is not always complete or accurate. Through this realization, Marcus Aurelius suggested that appearances can be deceiving, and what may seem wrong from one perspective might not be so straightforward when viewed in another light. A classic example is that of a thief stealing to feed his family, an act that challenges the simplistic division between right and wrong. This approach of Marcus Aurelius encourages a deeper understanding and empathy for others, emphasizing the importance of recognizing our shared human imperfections and the inherent complexity of moral judgments. He reminds us that we are all fallible and that often people's actions are influenced by circumstances we do not fully know or understand. This perspective invites us to be more patient, understanding, and less prone to snap judgments, acknowledging the richness and complexity of the human condition. Marcus Aurelius, with his profound understanding of human nature, recognized that adversity is an inherent and essential element of the human experience. Instead of longing for a life free of difficulties, he suggested an approach of preparation and acceptance of these challenges as an inevitable part of existence. His perspective was that adversities should not be seen as misfortunes or setbacks, but rather as valuable opportunities for personal growth and the development of virtues. If you're enjoying this, don't miss the opportunity. Acquire now the ebook, Stoicism in the 21st Century, Ancient Strategies for Modern Challenges, and unlock your prosperity, abundance, and improve your relationships with this ebook. Link in the pinned comment. For Marcus Aurelius, facing difficulties was a way to practice and cultivate fundamental qualities like patience, resilience, and understanding. He saw these qualities not just as desirable attributes, but as crucial components in the journey of a virtuous life. By confronting adversities in this way, we transform challenges into tools for our own betterment. Furthermore, Marcus Aurelius believed that challenges were not only inevitable, but essential for character formation and strengthening. He viewed each obstacle as a lesson, an opportunity to fortify the spirit and enhance the ability to handle life's complexities and unpredictability. This approach transforms the perception of challenges. Rather than insurmountable barriers, they become essential steps for personal growth and evolution. The wisdom of Marcus Aurelius teaches us to embrace difficulties as integral parts of our journey, encouraging us to see each hardship as a chance to develop and demonstrate our strength, resilience, and virtue. It's a perspective that not only better prepares us to face life's adversities, but also helps us extract meaning and learning from each experience. In Meditations, Marcus Aurelius also highlights the importance of living in the present. He advised focusing on the here and now, not overly worrying about the past or the future. This approach aims to cultivate serenity and acceptance, recognizing that many aspects of life are beyond our control. The philosophy of Marcus Aurelius reflects a quest for wisdom and a deep understanding of human nature and the world around us. His emphasis on self-understanding, empathy, and acceptance of life's realities offers timeless lessons that continue to be relevant in modern society. His legacy, captured in Meditations, is not just a guide for leadership or power, but a manual for living a life of integrity and purpose. Death was a frequent topic of reflection for Marcus Aurelius. His views on death were straightforward. It is inevitable and beyond our control. He regularly reminded himself not to fear death or obsess over mortality. Just as nature dictates our duty to be good, help others, and achieve our potential, it also dictates that we must eventually face death. Aurelius's philosophy teaches acceptance of death as a natural part of life. By not fearing death, we free ourselves to focus on living a life of virtue, aligning with nature, and reaching our maximum potential. This stoic attitude towards death reflects a broader understanding of the transience of life and the importance of living meaningfully in the time we have. Marcus Aurelius saw death as a natural duty, an integral part of the role we play in the universe. His philosophy, grounded in Stoicism, urged living a life of kindness, righteousness, and in alignment with nature's design, embracing death as an inevitable and essential part of that journey. Stoicism, a school of thought to which Aurelius and other philosophers like Seneca and Epictetus contributed, covers a wide range of subjects, including logic, ethics, and physics. However, a central principle of Stoicism is the distinction between pleasure and happiness. According to Stoicism, pleasure is a fleeting sensation derived from external stimuli, like money, fame, or success. Happiness, on the other hand, is seen as a more enduring state of being, emanating from within. For Stoics, true happiness doesn't come from external achievements or possessions, not even from being an emperor, as in the case of Marcus Aurelius. Instead, it results from living a virtuous life, continually seeking self-improvement and realizing one's full potential. Stoicism teaches that the only real failure, pain, or sorrow, the only thing truly worthy of fear, is not living up to one's potential, as greatness is seen as inherent to human nature. This philosophy encourages an internal focus, where the source of true happiness and fulfillment is found within oneself, through the pursuit of virtue and the realization of natural potential. Aurelius, through his writings, exemplifies this Stoic belief, showing a life dedicated to virtue, duty, and the pursuit of inner happiness, regardless of external circumstances. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, like, and leave your comment. May everyone be with the Creator.